What's up, guys? Scar here from theScore eSports here with Stixxay from CLG. After a pretty convincing 2-0, how did you feel about the series?
Um, well, I felt pretty good. I really enjoy playing utility AD carries for my team. I'm just a really team-oriented player, so yeah, just really enjoy shooting arrows all the time.
So, like a lot of other ADs out there, like Fabi especially, I've noticed that these more utility-oriented ADs that really love playing their champs have come out recently. Do you feel like that's just because your love of the champion has transcended the meta?
Well, if you want the real answer, it's because people play carry tops now that don't have CC. But if you want the troll answer, I just honestly just love utility AD carries. I really have a blast playing them. It's just a fun time.
I actually have a question, pretty serious question. In yesterday's interview, I talked to Aphromoo, and he was just like, "Well, I don't think Sivir's the best champion, except for under certain conditions." And I think COG in general has a draft style where they're comfortable giving away first pick Sivir, and not a lot of teams are okay doing that. What makes it comfortable for you guys?
Well, for me personally, I don't like to do that because typically when we give away first pick Sivir, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to be stuck playing Ashe. I'm already in a disadvantage like matchup because it's pretty much like the tier list is pretty much like if Sivir's up, you pick Sivir. If Ashe is up, if Sivir's gone, the next thing you pick Ashe. After that, you pick Jhin. So it's like if they pick first pick Sivir, okay, then you're going to go Ashe. So it pretty much puts me in a disadvantageous matchup, but I don't mind doing it as long as we have stronger picks in other lanes. So.
What do you think about the champions that are coming up, like for instance, Jhin or Kog'Maw?
I think Kog'Maw into Sivir is a pretty good matchup. I've thought about it recently, and I was pretty excited to see it was like played in LCK, and I think someone played it today. But Jhin, I would say, is kind of in an odd spot because I don't feel like Jin's a champ you can just pick whenever. It's kind of like really situational because he doesn't do well versus a lot of champions, so it's kind of hard to pick him, but he's pretty good still in the right scenario.
You've been on that team for a long time. Has Afro ever told you or taught you what he thinks about the bot lane? It's like a rubber band.
Oh yeah, he has used that term before, the rubber band.
Can you explain it to the people?
Man, I don't even remember what it was. I just remember when I first joined the team, he was trying to explain to me like rubber band, something about the way you move together or something. Is like back and forth. I don't know, some weird analogy, but I don't remember too much. Maybe you know. I don't know.
The Afro's words tend to just slip away from your mind because you're just more important than him.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Be, being on a team with such a what people honestly assume Afro is one of the best leaders in North America. How do you generally think about him as a player and as a leader?
I would say Afro is pretty much like the best kind of person you could ask for on a team. He's always the type of person that if we're having problems, he's like going out of his way to resolve them or trying to find a solution. So he'll call up like meetings or something if we're having a lot of problems. They'll just call up a meeting and talk to everyone about it, talk to everyone about how they feel, stuff like that. So I would say it takes like a different kind of person to do that because personally, I'm not the type of person to just be like, let's have a talk, guys. So I would just kind of let the problems go away, hope they go away or something. But Afro is like very confrontational, and it's like really good to have that on a team.
How is it like being on a team with such strong macro play? CLG is really well known for macro style. Do you feel like you've improved a lot in that direction while you've been on the team?
Yeah, I would say I definitely learned a lot. So before, like, I would say I thought I knew a lot about the game, but it's like when I joined CLG, there's like so many things that I learned just about wave control, about when you should be grouping, just stuff like that that I actually had no idea about before. I just thought I knew. So yeah, I learned a lot, and it feels pretty good to be on a really strong macro game team. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, now that you guys are winning quite a bit, everyone's looking for at CLG's return. What's the future look like for you guys? Are you guys still pushing for that third place spot?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go for third place spot. I don't think we can get any higher, so gonna go for the best we can. I would say right now we're still a little shaky. Yesterday versus Team Liquid we won, but it wasn't like very convincing. Today we won, but it was like, it was okay. It wasn't super convincing. It was okay. So yeah, we kind of go for perfect games, and we're always like pretty frustrated if the games don't go perfectly. So we're pretty much just always frustrated. So we're just always looking to improve. So
With that kind of drive, what's the mentality like going into like games like today, where you're one of the top 4 teams in the league, but you're playing against the bottom team, but you can't give up or you can't like be complacent because they can still take games away. Like, what's the mentality going in?
Well, I think that any team on any given day can take a team or take a game or series off of a top team. So it's like you can't really just go into a game with like, oh yeah, you know, it's just Echo Fox, whatever. We barely need to even prepare or whatever. Like you still have to prepare. We do the same preparation that we do for any other team, so we don't treat them any differently. And for the mentality, like I would be lying if I said it was the exact same as playing versus like TSM or something, but you have to, I guess, kind of like fake it until you like make yourself believe it or something. So, but yeah, it's similar, so it's not too much different. Yeah.
Let's just one last thing for playoffs. Assuming your first round opponent is either C9 or Liquid, who would you prefer to play and why?
I think right now we'd prefer to play Liquid because I feel like they have much more issues than C9. Or C9, I felt like they had a small slump, but they're like coming back and they're really good right now, I would say. From watching the games, they seem really good. So TL seems a bit worse from watching them. And TL feels like I'm not sure really what they're trying to achieve with TL. It's kind of weird, and I feel like Fabi is put in a really weird position a lot of times to do his job. So I just know if I was in that situation, I would not want to be in this situation. So yeah, TL would be definitely easier for us to play against.
All right, do you have any final words to your fans out there after today's win?
Yeah, thanks for all the support, guys. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys like me playing Ashe because I really enjoy playing it a lot. So, and shout out to our sponsors, Astro, IBA Power, DX Racer, and Twitch.
From the #1 Ashe player in North America, this is Stixxay. I'm Scarra here from theScore eSports. You can find more content online or on our mobile app. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a nice day.